just you can't really do much unless you're actively avoiding the entire time. And if she's on stage, she can just heal all the damage away, and it may not be a lot, but it can certainly change a match. Starting off with deep breathing to get that damage boost.
That's
get
right.
the early game neutral going. But this is Ike, the Nair God, we're talking about.
Nair the character. It's incredible that they just made a move, a character.
I wonder if that up smash for Wii Fit is still the strongest in the game, because it does look like it. Oh.
I think they're both Pro Controller boys. I'm not sure exactly.
This is why I use GameCube controller, boys.
I know Suspect Dan was, and I definitely saw him, and he even had the Smash logo Pro Controller. That's a crispy looking controller. I want to buy it, but I'll just probably be using it for like Mario Kart.
I bought a wireless GameCube controller so I could practice at my own job.
There you go. I actually bought it's the adapter. It's, I think, like...
It's a little tiny adapter.
Yeah, the little hanging adapter. That's what I bought for tabletop mode and when for my flights.
That's just the good part of her recovery, that she can just mix up between going fast and going slow.
That's
she
right.
could have gone above Ike, below Ike. She could have done much. I really don't see the effective use of neutral B being used here. Just charging it up is kind of like Cloud's limit.
Right.
If you don't charge it up, not only does she do damage to you, she heals herself and as well have a win box in front of her. So it's just so much pressure going on that you can't really do much about unless you have a sword yourself. But even then, having a sword, you really telegraph your approach because you can cancel it any time.
Gets the down B going, gets that, it's a damage boost, right?
It's a damage boost, and it makes her a little bit more susceptible to knockback. But then again, damage versus knockback, even though she can die earlier, but it doesn't matter in the neutral.
That's right. And especially against a heavy character like Ike, you want to try to get as much damage on him as quickly as possible before he starts racking it up on you.
Quike's doing a very good thing of staying in her face, making sure she can't charge that neutral.
Right.
But the thing is, she can aerial do it, she can B-reverse do it. It's just...
It's a definitely an improved move. Gets the side B. Very nice.
Look at all the mix-ups he can do. He can...
He did that all off stage.
He can do the side B and then up B, the soccer ball back into him, doing another combo. He can B-reverse back, air dodge, and then up B all the way back to stage again. I don't believe this is a really good place to opt to do B damage boost because
now you're
Ike
down.
at a high percent really just feels like it's just a little too much. I believe Rage starts at 100 and then stays at that way until 150. Nice forward smash covering both.
So far, yeah. I think he's gotten both kills so far with the forward smash. I'm not sure if Quike just hasn't played against the Wii Fit yet, but...
She is a very awkward character. Her forward tilt and forward smash covers both behind her and in front of her, both doing something very useful. Forward tilt behind is like just an up tilt,
right? And
her forward tilt in front spaces and gives her space control. Her Nair just combos as much as Ike's Nair. It literally was Ike's Nair before it was Ike's Nair.
Gotcha.
Literally does almost everything. See?
And right now, he's stacking it up. He's absolutely gone back into this fight. To be fair, 2 hits from Ike, and he's up, 40% more damage.
Yeah, but then again, it is Wii Fit who can just heal all that damage.
That's very true.
I don't see him
going for it
now. Ooh,
that's smart. Oh,
very smart. Good spacing, using Wii Fit's really tall head to just spike her into existence. Like, we're not gonna have this healing game anymore.
Yeah, they're gonna have to scrape her body off the bottom of that Pokemon Stadium because that thing was smashed.
I feel
keeping it here family friendly at One Life to Play. Smashing Grounds. Big thanks to Outer Haven Esports. Both
sponsored by
players.
LLG. In no way, shape, and form.
Please. Both players going over the picks bands.
What's interesting is that I don't see anybody playing on Castle Siege.
I don't think anybody wants to.
It's always been
It's
banned.
good.
I've seen it banned every time. I don't know if it's good, actually, because a lot of characters just benefit way too much from it. Like, WarioWare, I can see why people want to argue that. It does give it a Smash 4 appeal of people die pretty early compared to the percents that they usually do now. So you want to have characters with high kill power like Incineroar, Chrom,
that's true.
Stuff like that to really give that person an edge. But Castle Siege really benefits only the person on the right side, and you spawn on that
That's
side.
true, yeah.
So if you're a projectile character, I really like the F smash coming out from Suspected.
Switching over to Chrom.
Switching over to Chrom, really trying to handle that sword. I really believe it's all a matter of who lands Nair first.
Correct, yeah.
You land Nair first. If you didn't know, Nair 1 on Chrom is better than Nair 2 because Nair 1 combos into other things early in the neutral and can have a kill confirmed. That fair.
Right now I feel like Suspected Ian is going to just try everything he can to almost, in the opposite way, he wants to try to get in Ike's face as much as possible.
Yeah, I can't really handle pressure that much because of the speed of his moves. All of his moves start like in a very awkward place if you're comboing in front or behind him. Like his Nair now starts above him, his up air starts, I believe, behind him. His forward air starts above him. His down air even starts above him, which is interesting. It's just like, really hard for Ike to deal with.
Right. Quike right now,
then
just
again,
trying to rack up any more damage.
Then again, if he does get those hits of any of Ike's aerials, it does do a hefty amount of damage and puts him in advantage if he does land immediately with it. I feel like he's really fishing for that forward tilt. Ooh, the pressure.
Smart.
Oh my god! Oh, we got the
this
shield
gotta
break
be it.
on deck, just straight dead. I like the creativity.
Quike just has to nod his head on that one. He's like, yeah, I got.
Very interesting play from Suspected. Very good play. Oh, back to the Castle Siege argument. I feel like Palutena is already good enough.
Yes. Oh, yeah, that's true.
And then her side B, just pressuring that entire right side of the stage, which is a good counter if you think about it. But then again, think about another Palutena on the other side.
That's true.
Who has the advantage over the other? The one on the right.
Yeah,
ooh, there goes the counter that we were talking
50-50.
about.
Yep. Yeah, now the more you're selling me on it, the more, yeah, I don't like that stage. The thing is, again, this game is early, and people want versatility in their stages, which I understand. But when it's just not a good stage, then why are we playing it?
I feel like the argument is you can practice it at any local, you can practice it at any small tournament, or you could even just play it in friendlies against other people who know what they're doing.
When we
But I feel like when we get to that point where every local, every match is banning the same stage, it should just be removed at that point because no one's playing.
It's almost like, you know, I've seen a lot of these tournaments now with like the tablets for your picks, counter picks. I almost think they could like take in that data.
Take in the stats? Yeah. Because so far what I've seen, everybody's even I'm banning it, and I just never practiced on that stage.
Right.
But I just know what the advantages are.
So then where do you land on WarioWare?
Oh, where do you land on WarioWare? You usually...
Or are you forward or against it, I should say? With those small blast zones.
I need more testing because last tournament I went to, which was the Case Western University local, just down airing each other, I like it. Just, I'm gonna smack you down. No, I'm gonna smack you down. I'm gonna smack you down. I'm a manly man. Oh,
up there, finish it off.
Take it again, 2-0 for Quike. But then again, in WarioWare, I did have a favorable matchup because I was Chrom doing and I was just out pressuring the person. But